Hi, good evening. I'm Dave Gagne. I'm the Town Administrator here for the Town of West Bridgewater, and I am going to bring to you the preview for the upcoming Board of Selectmen meeting, which is scheduled for January 24th. First on the agenda will be a request from the school department in reference to an MSBA form to help us with the roof on the gymnasium roof. The gymnasium roof is currently leaking, and so they're looking for funds to be able to replace that. There is a request from the Old Bridgewater Historical Society for an endorsement, and after that there will be a candidate for the police department for a special police officer from the police chief. The board will then approve and accept the applicable minutes, and then the fire chief is always appointed to a handful of committees on an annual basis, and with Chief May now taking over for the retired Chief Hunt, the board will take a formal vote to appoint him to all of his respective appointments. At the last meeting, I discussed the town vehicle use policy, a vehicle that would be used by town hall employees. So the board took it under advisement, so we'll be looking at that policy again. And then also Chairman Lawrence has long discussed doing a pin ceremony as some type of an award or recognition ceremony on behalf of all elected officials in town. So that will be on the agenda. Selectman Lawrence had also last time discussed an open meeting room, a conference room, meeting room down on the first floor, and dedicating it to our first female town clerk, which is Marion Leonard. And Selectman Kinahan has on the agenda to discuss the FY19 budget and to have additional correspondence to departments that submit their budgets. The May Institute, there is a settlement agreement between our insurance carrier, the town, and the Institute itself, so it will be before the board for discussion and for ratification. And then the board will have a handful of contracts for our department heads that they will be ratifying as well. After that, there was a couple of communications from our local boards. One is in reference to Public Works to authorize deficit spending for snow and ice, something that we do on an annual basis. And the other item is from the library department to align the library department with the town hall policy for closing during snowstorms. Under my report, I will provide a follow-up to the board in reference to a 40B unit that was available for sale and is now since sold at Captain Carlson Way. And at that time, the board had requested that I provide to them what is available in the applicable CPA budgets, so I'll have that information for them as well. And the last is at the fire department in a quest to make sure that when police and fire respond to your properties, that they know exactly which property they're responding to, and that they are selling reflective addresses, so that way you could place it on your mailbox, and that way they could see them at night. After that, we will then go into executive session and have a strategy session for contract negotiations with our conservation agent. As normal, the policy is that the Board of Selectmen meet on the first and third Wednesdays of every month at 7 o'clock on the second floor of the Town Hall in the Board of Selectmen meeting chambers. Please note that this one here is on the fourth Sunday because of the way that the holiday season fell. But going into February, we'll be back to the first and third Wednesdays of every month. Again, it's an open meeting. You are more than happy to attend. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.